I've been home from work sick for the week and first ventured outside today for groceries. I'm feeling sorry for myself, so I put on a blue printed maxi dress and a little lipstick to feel more human. We had some very black bananas, so I thought, why not make a banana bread? But we don't have a loaf tin, so add that to the shopping list along with cinnamon, sugar, etc. In the kitchen equipment aisle of the biggest supermarket in town, and they didn't have a loaf tin. Only round ones, muffin trays, or spring forms. I huff because that means I have to walk to the other side of town to the other supermarket to try there. Meanwhile, middle-aged lady, Mal, approaches me and starts yapping away, despite my bright orange headphones. I take them off and ask her to start over. Mal shouts, "There are no knives here. Do you think this box grater, coarse side, will shred this lettuce?" Me, wincing in pain, trying to get out of the supermarket ASAP, probably. Mal, what do you mean? Will the blades not get dull? Me. Mal, the lettuce. It will dull the blades. Why are there no knives? Me, dying to leave, lady, I don't know, and I really don't know why you would expect me to know. Mal starts ranting about rude young people, etc. Generally I'll be helpful to randomers, but I clearly don't work there, and I don't think I've ever shredded lettuce with any utensil in my life. A few months ago my girlfriend and I were out at this really fancy outlet shopping for some formal wear for a friend's wedding. We're in this shoe store, so naturally, I was looking at shoes while she's off looking at, I don't know, probably more shoes. I'm dressed in navy blue pants and semi-casual black collared shirt. As I'm taking down a box of shoes to try on, the lady standing next to me, who looks a bit clueless, pipes up in a very polite tone. Clueless lady, excuse me? Do you happen to know how much these are? Me, let's have a look. I take a look at the box she's pointing to and read the price tag that's printed in fairly small font. Me, okay, it's listed as $99.95. I see it's on a 30% off shelf, so I do some quick math in my head. Me, these are marked for 30% off, so that brings it down to $70. County sales tax is 9.25%, so you're looking at a total of about. Doing more quick math in my head. Me, $76.50. CL, oh, why thank you very much. Wait, do you even work here? Me, nope. CL, oh my god. Me, huh? I've waited years for this moment. CL, I'm so sorry. Me, don't sweat it. I think it's hilarious. CL, oh my god. As I start to walk away, CL just crouches down for some reason and buries her face in her hands, embarrassed. As I leave to try to find the GF, I hear the calm, polite, and newly embarrassed voice say for the third time. CL, oh my god. This just happened. Me, browsing an art supply store for parts for my airbrush, looking rather lost because all the other employees are busy. Entitled idiot, ahem. Me, continues looking for the parts. EI, ahem. Me, huh. What? EI, where are the sheets of construction paper? Me, sorry, what? EI, where are the sheets of construction paper? Me, sorry, but I don't work here. I don't know. EI, you're wearing a red shirt. The employees also wore red shirts but had the company logo on. Mine's just blank. Obviously you work here. Where is the construction paper? Me, I don't know. I don't work here, lady. I'm just as lost as you. Though, if I had to guess, I'd probably get help sooner than you with that attitude. EI, how dare you? How dare you talk to a paying customer like that? I am taking you to your manager. She literally grabbed me and tried to drag me to the front counter. Me, lady, get your hands off me, unless you like to sit inside courtrooms in front of a judge for assault and harassment. I'm walking around, again my parents being in another aisle shopping. I have some change with me that I earned doing chores. I reach up to grab a box of cereal, and I hear an older lady pass me. I'm tall, again wearing a blue shirt and jeans, because I'm dumb enough to do that a second time. And I hear her behind me. Cast, even though it is probably not needed. OL, kind, old lady. Me, I wonder. Story. OL, hey there, can you get me that name of cereal please? Me, sure. I reach up to grab a second box, turning around to pass it to her. Here you go. OL, realizing I'm in fact not an employee. I'm sorry. I didn't realize you didn't work here. Me, it's fine. I was stupid enough to wear what looks like the uniform for employees here a second time. My fault. I walk away, happy that there was no conflict. Like the title says, I was at good old Dollar General picking up groceries, as one does. Sometime in the past 2 days they totally changed their checkout layout, so I had no idea where anything was. I saw a lady behind one of the counters and asked her if I could check out there. She looked at me like I was crazy. It probably seemed that way to her, so I repeated myself and she stared at me more. Then I realized I might be doing a bad, and asked if she worked there. She let out a kind of explosive "Do I look like I work here?" And I tried to apologize several times, but she was talking through them about how her husband worked there, but she didn't. I was trying to make light of it, but she was just angry, which I can get. But she was behind one of the counters at the spot where the cashier checks people out, so I figured she worked POS. In her defense, she was wearing a Clemson University football shirt, not something that would really look like a uniform. In my defense though, it would not be at all unusual for an employee in a relatively casual setting to be wearing one, as we live about a half hour from Clemson. I feel really bad about it, especially because she didn't hear me apologizing. Oops. She doesn't work here, lady. Was shopping for food before camping when the power went out in the store. I put my 3 on my shoulders because it was pitch black, the emergency lights didn't come on. After 10 minutes the power didn't come on, so we forced our way out of the closed automatic doors, and a guy in the crowd of people standing outside asked me when y'all open. It was like 3 p.m. I looked around thinking an employee came out, but it was just me. I told him the power was out and you should ask that lady, an employee kind of standing in the entrance of the grocery store making sure people didn't leave with carts full of food. As I was walking away he asked again, y'all opening soon? I just kept on walking. At the beginning of this year I was in LA for the weekend and saw that Rip and Dip, a skateboard clothing brand, was having a pop-up clearance store for a few days. I'm 18 and with my parents, so I convinced them to let me get some cheap clothes for me and a friend. I only had 2 shirts from this clothing company at the time, but didn't wear them on this particular day. I sort of fit into the look of the brand, I guess. So my mom waits in the massive line while I look around frantically with a million people around me, and I got through the racks of clothes in the middle probably 3 times to find something good. The clothes on racks were lots of old shirts and jackets they don't sell anymore, so I was just killing time and trying to find one my buddy would like. Then a 50 to 55-year-old woman comes up to me and asks a question, and I'm sitting there like, what? Then it clicked. No, I don't know. I don't work here. That's when I knew I spent too much time looking and should probably just get in line. I'm a pretty clean-cut guy and was dressed nicer than the majority of people there, so maybe she saw me as approachable? Whatever it was, I laughed and felt a bit uncomfortable afterwards. This happened a few years ago, but it's my best story on the subject. At the time, I worked for a company that issued blue and white badges to employees, and I went to Walmart after work. I wasn't thinking about it, but my badge was still out in the open. As I was walking through the sporting goods section, an older gentleman caught my attention and asked me if I could open the case to get some ammo for him. I responded, sorry, I don't work here. The conversation went like this. But, can you find someone to help me? Me, if I see someone who does work here, I can let them know that you need help. Him, I want you to find someone to help me. Me, I don't work here. Him, but I need someone to help me. Me, I don't work at Walmart. I'm shopping, just like you. At that point, he looked at my badge and realized that the company listed wasn't Walmart. He explained that he saw the blue and white badge and thought that I worked at Walmart but maybe in a different department. He apologized. We shook hands and went about finishing our days. I tucked my badge into my shirt.